but it shows how technologically minded I am. That was 1989. I've never heard of a power plant, I have to say. So let me just welcome you all to the second ARTAU Forum, Connecting Gestures. And now I'm sure this is going to be a most stimulating and exciting weekend with many fabulous presentations, talks, installations, and other forms of exchange. Actually, when you were introducing it, Johannes, the nature of the event, and what we would call it, it did actually remind me of an event. I hold an event at the Globe Theatre every year, and it's not a conference, and I was looking for a kind of word to explain, because we have presentations, we have actors doing a bit of acting, we have directors talking about Shakespeare, we have creative writers talking about the creative experience, and we call it a gathering. And that seems to work really well. It's informal enough, but at the same time formal enough to give people the feeling that they're actually going to get their money's worth. Now let me welcome you firstly to this building, the ARTAU Performance Centre. Now about 5 years ago, this whole building, this whole complex was rather run down, and the university was seeking some sort of way to renew and renovate this whole space. Now, many of the disciplines within the university were interested, naturally, in getting hold of this space, and many of those disciplines are, let's call them, sort of very powerful in comparison to the arts, both financially and in terms of critical mass and so on. So engineering in particular wanted to get hold of this space. The then head of school, Johannes has already mentioned him, Professor Steve Dixon, he made a very strong case in his own inimitable way for it to become what it has now become. And I think all of Brunel are, particularly in the School of Art, are very thankful to Steve for that. And in many ways what it showed was the trust that the university had in him and in the arts here at Brunel in investing £3 million into this performance centre to enable arts to go forward. Now, the centre was launched officially in February 2009 with theatre director Stephen Burkoff opening this, again in his own inimitable way. I always felt with Stephen Burkoff we were always just one sentence away from disaster. I always felt like he was going to say something entirely inappropriate. Lucky he didn't. And don't worry, I won't. I always feel like I'm very much in control. Now, he opened this as a research and training facility for the School of Arts, fostering teaching and production in the performing and new media and screen-based arts. Now, it is now our new hub of activities, students using it as both a rehearsal and a performance space for music, for theatre, for film, documentary, and journalistic activities. And we have a radio suite as well. And it has been the focus for both low-key and really quite high-profile events over the years since it's been open. However, events like the newly initiated ARTAU Forum series, which began last year, try something that is more unique, namely convergent research, critical dialogue, and reflective analysis with 2 or 3 days of artistic practice, performance and installations and so on, and physical research, dance theatre workshops combined with software, electronics workshops. That is this forum's unique feature. Now, Johannes did mention last year the first ARTAU Forum, named The World Within and Without, which was in memoriam of Kazu Ono, and that took place April 4th and 5th last year. It was dedicated to the memory of the late Buto master and to the exploration of the complex convergences between Japanese, Western, and African performative methods. The forum also presented film, video, and photographic exhibits reflecting diverse contemporary refractions of Buto dance in other media, and all participants took part in 2 physical masterclasses conducted by Bayu Kikuchi and Olu Taiwo. Artists and scholars discussed ideas and critical positions in the round tables, and the forum sought to integrate physical and intellectual transfers of knowledge. And in many ways, one hopes this will be replicated in different forms in this coming weekend under the title of Connecting Gestures. So let me end by thanking Johannes and his team, both academic and technical, Carl Fire, Danny Plurger, Graham Shaw, and others, for giving everybody the opportunity to share in this exciting forum, and let me wish you all a stimulating, fulfilling, and perhaps an exhausting weekend. Particularly exhausting if you have a power glove, no doubt.